What is going on today? My name is Arctic Tough. It's been a while since I've been on here. I haven't felt well at all. A lot's going on. We're in the 2025, 2026 season. Week one. We just started. Had our draft a couple days ago. Oh, excuse me. But we have completed the draft. We won the Super Bowl last year. It was overall good year. Had a slide at the end, but you know, it was pretty good. Um, Zeke's just overpowered, crazy. And there we go. That's all. What happened 2025? It was a pretty good Super Bowl. I'm gonna make a effort to get. I haven't talked in a while. Sorry. So gonna make an effort to actually get every game up here for this season. But let's get started with our goal. We have a rule: if you win the Super Bowl or go to the playoffs, you have to select that. So, uh, but I feel confident that we're gonna do this. We're gonna make it to the Super Bowl. Start stifling defense. We're all about that defense. Shutting down that run. Ooh, I think I can do that though. I think I can do that. That's what I was listening to. Um, let's get in. Oh, there we go. All right, so what are we gonna do for Patrick Mahomes? I'm not gonna limit the passing because I already have it limit the running. So we'll just play a contained type of defense. That's. God, I'm so sorry. Let me go get a cough drop. I'll be right back. All right, sorry about that. So we know that we need to really focus on uh containing Patrick Mahomes, uh, but also uh to stop the run. So that's my goal to begin with, is to stop the run. We do this thing in the league because we're only coaches. Um, we're not. We'll coach GM, so we'll take the role of player personnel and things of that nature. But there's still someone above us that can fire us, so we don't have total control. So we know that there's uh, weekly meetings with the owners, and we want to just say that the I the goal comes from our goal comes from the ownership, what the ownership wants to see. I know they don't take an active role in things like this nature of game planning, where this is the game plan, but this is what how we feel we can add a little bit more realism by showing that, hey, the owner's the one making the choice, not us. So let's get in there. It was outside run. They do like to outside run a lot, and inside, so they run a lot. So pass a lot. I know they had the number one offense last season. We're gonna have our work cut out for us. So uh, it's gonna be all on the defense. They zones power stick. So what I like about this and these reports is, yeah, third and long, second long is all cool and dandy. I can play it off their tendencies, and once I get a feel of the game, and I know what I like to do on defense. So I don't really care what they're doing on long downs, because I know I'm bringing pressure, and I know I'm going to have the coverage on the top. All right. So third and short is what I'm really interested in, because I can use those play call tendencies. I can go, I want to play a middle run here, and that's exactly what I can do in those situations. So I do like that. And let's see. And they say I should throw it deep. All right, so they are the best team to uh, guarding the middle pass, it looks like. So but they allowed the most completions deep. So um that's not really what my game plan is going to be. Uh and they blitz on third and short, so the perimeter. At third and long, it's actually the inverse. I want to know what they're doing on defense, so I can attack that specifically. And it looks like they're going to be running a lot of zone blitz and cover one. So cover one. So going to be a lot of quick passing. Screens probably won't work because coverage will be on top. So what? We'll just take it. Lord, we're gonna have to play this by. I don't ever change this because the my guys get reps in the games. I don't want my backups to get the reps in practice. I know the starters are still getting reps. Or did I do that wrong? Okay, so I'm gonna do split. Because that looks like what's it called? And I didn't change that from the off season or from the preseason, because on the preseason our backups we doubled XP so that we account for the off season. Um, and I just didn't split that back. Right, so we know we need to stop them. So it should be I want 3 fumbles. I don't care what my passing yards are. I mean, I do. And so we're shutting them out. So let's stay along that. I don't want them to allow a rushing TD. All right. So and then it's a lot of no less than 6 yards. Okay. I want to run the ball. So let's do 150. With the head coach and the weekly game plan, we feel that's a strategy that would be the like come down. So our weekly game plan is to beat them up on offense. That's all we want to disrupt their rhythm. They don't have Tyreek Hill. They do have Travis Kelsey, but they got a couple other receivers. But their tailback and Mahomes should make it challenging for us and kind of keep us wanted to push them. So the offensive defensive coordinator, I give out that goal, and it's what I want them to do, and it's how I measure their performance. And if they don't meet at least 60% of their goals for the season, or we're in the like bottom third of the NFL, they get fired. They'll get fired at the end of the season. So that's those, and the head coach is what the owner wants me to do. He wants me to get my team ready to shut out Kansas City. So that's what we're going to run with. And we'll go through the roster here in a moment. Actually, we'll go through the depth chart. I need French to start to pull some of his weight. I'm actually gonna. No. Van Buren needs help because he's not a route running tight end. He's a blocker, and I need him to be a route running tight end. There's no injuries. Thank you for on defense. And all right, Monday night game, always great. So let's upgrade some. Let's stop this. Ends and tackle. So I'll take a look at our roster and then go to the Chiefs. Kyler Murray still doing well. My goal for him this year. Let me see if I can't bring it up. Give me 1 second. I'll show you what I do that's a little differently than other people. I try to make it so that add that a little extra level of immersion. All right, so let me get it to the right. So this is last season for me. Wow, you can't see that at all. All right, so I'm just gonna rock with it. All right, so this is what I do. This is last season. Let's see if I can zoom it. There we go. All right, so sorry that it's not perfectly good in there. I wasn't planning on doing this at all today, because this is what 20. This is what we'll just go through it this way, because this is my goals that I want my dudes to have for this season. This is a this is what I'm sorry. I'm trying to. This is really bothering me how it's not aligned. Now I messed up my game, where my game footage goes. There's that. So that's a little bit better. I can live with that a little bit better. So this is what it is. Let me see if you can see my cursor. You can. All right. So this is what I want Kyler Murray to do for this season. I want him to at least have 5,000 yards and 50 touchdowns. Now that will change. It coming up here in the we'll say he's not going to get 50 touchdowns. That's what it is. But what I am trying to get is that 5,000, 1,000 combination that hasn't been done in the NFL. Last season he had 848 yards of rushing, 9 touchdowns. So I definitely can see that 1,000 yards is in the picture. So that's what we are looking for. Is we're trying to get him to get to that 1,500 or to that 1,000-yard mark. Roman Long will be getting majority of the carries. He will be shooting. We're going to be shooting for the 1,500-yard mark this season. Zay Cooper and Gabe Cook are going to split as my kind of like they're my true running backs. Roman is going to be my every down back, but when I come into single back and running situations, true running situations, going to have Gabe Cook. He's faster and a better runner. With the receiving core, Jelani Parker is going to go on as my X because he's a better deep route runner. Hop is going to run my Z, and that's because my offense runs through the Z receiver. And that's the receiver for those that aren't familiar with the terminology. The Z receiver is going to be the receiver on the quarterback's right, to the right side of the formation, and primarily will stay on that side and not move around in a traditional air raid. However, we are not going to be running it in as a traditional air raid. So what we're going to be doing is, and I don't want to be talking without, I have other things for this page that I use it with. So I'm talking to the camera anyways, so I might as well. Anyways, so the Z receiver is going to be on the right side. This is my right. My camera's flipped. The left side is going to be my X, and then the Y is my tight end. And he and the H receiver, which is my slot receiver, they will move around the formation, and I'll put them in places. I also have all of my receivers are going to be involved this season. They may from over here. We'll look at their goals, and that number right here, yes, crazy. But these are his career stats. And when I say his, I mean DeAndre Hopkins. He's I'll confirm. I want to say sixth in receptions, third in yards. Or wait, he's like fourth in receptions and could at the end of the season uh, be third because that's Larry Fitzgerald's number. And he's third in receiving yards right now. 17,492 is Larry Fitzgerald. So if he has 1,200 yards this season, he will be the number two receiving uh, number one. He's have the second most receptions in NFL history. Uh, and then these receptions would make him number three, I believe, and passing Terrell Owens. We'll confirm here in a second. But that's why it says 137. I don't think I'll get there. The most that I got was 117, I believe. Yeah, 116. And I'm not using him like downfield anymore because he's not that type. I'm using him in the slot. The Z receiver is the outside receiver in the bunch. He's the best release, and he's still the quickest in like a 5 yard. Even though he's not the fastest, he's still one of those dudes. But we're looking at all the goals. Want to have 5,100 yards. So what I see when I look at this and when I did all this was he's gonna have. I'm gonna try to get 3 receptions for 59 yards and 1 touchdown, and that's what his stat line should be. Those are the opportunities that if the flow of the game goes towards him, that's where I'm going to go. But using historical information, I can go back and look and see if I'm running the offense as efficiently as I could. And through what positions do I get the ball to? Am I primarily working the X? And you can see that where I work is the Z receiver. Followed by that's 22.5. So that's 22.4. So that's 23% to the tight end slot. About 21, and the halfbacks about 16. So spread the ball out. That's what we're all about. And if we're trying to get these numbers down, Price was my deep shot receiver last year. He was literally my shot play, and that's how his number got so high. Eddie Dempsey caught one ball for 17 yards. That's why that's so high. But this is a number where they're catching the ball and running. This is minus the rack. So big things. This is something I do. And then, so what I also, my headset just shut off for no reason. It just went doo doo doo. There we go. We're back at it. So then what I could do is I can come in here and this was my offense last season. I ran it total of 1,012 plays for 7,997 yards. Ran the ball 47% of the time and passed it 53% of the time, with an average of 28 run plays per game and 31 passing plays per game. I had an average of 305 passing yards a season and 166 rushing and 60 plays a game. So those right there, I know these numbers may, well, 5,000. Yeah, it's kind of real. But these numbers can't debate. That's, I mean, the 166, and it's not just one person. So yeah, these numbers look realistic to me. If this is an offense that I would want to have, maybe not 166 every game, but we were pretty dominant in the run there in the latter half of the season. So from this I can set realistic goals for my dudes. I don't if they do meet these goals, then what I do is it increases their chance of resigning. So when I'm going through resigning players, I don't have to worry about uh I don't have to worry about like, am I resigning him just because I like him, or is he adding value to my roster? Um, and that's what we do. So that's what I do. So this is, I kind of come in here and I haven't done this yet. An update. This is last season. Um, Actually, it's a couple seasons ago. But this comes in and I can see where I'm at in each position, and kind of make more of a informed decision instead of being like, well, maybe. And I do the same for scouting. Let's see. I'm pulling up scouting right now. This was the last two players on my board. So I deleted. It was all the way down here. I know it's hard to see, but so that was 80 prospects that I went in and um, had from here, and was able to determine what I wanted to do. So let's get back to the game stuff. I don't want to just sit here and be talking all about my stuff, you know. I mean, that's what it's for. I mean, I'm here to entertain you guys, but I'm really just having fun. I want to document this stuff. So we're gonna go with Kyler Murray. Gabe Cook, like I said, he's fast. He's got decent change of direction, and he can carry the ball. We don't run the fullback, so it don't really matter. But I do have an audible or a package where the fullback comes in and runs the slot. So I do want a good catch passer out there. That's not my halfback. So this is my X, Z. This is my number 3, my 4, 5, and 6. Not to be confused with slot. Well, it does look almost exactly like that, but slot. So H1, H2, H3. My Y, Y2, Y3, and we got a very good offensive line. We worked hard at getting it. Humphreys is the last one from the original offensive line, I believe. Yep. Everyone else has been drafted late. I've drafted them late. I haven't went and drafted because I'll show you. This was my second pick. I let my first round pick go, the tight end. So my first round pick, first round pick, and that's how we're gonna stop the run. Second round pick, my power rusher. These guys are I asked them to do everything, and they accomplish everything because they are fucking beasts. My speed rusher, and that's all I want him and Dobbs to do is go get the quarterback, play the run on the way to the quarterback. But your job is, when I tell you, put your ears back and go get the ball. My secondary looks not very well, but they do perform. Winners has been a project for the last couple years. I say I picked him up 3 years ago. Signed him, was not anywhere near what he is now. So Taj is a very interesting dude. He's been my slot corner for the last couple years. But his awareness causes him to get beat on stupid plays. And he's 5'9", so he doesn't have the height to come back and to attack those taller defenders, receivers. So I'm gonna play at the left side. This is the number 1 corner, but it's the left side. So this is my number 1 corner, which Byron Murphy is going to play on the right side and travel with really good players. I'll set, like, if I'm playing a true number one receiver, I'll have Byron travel. And that's just on every few plays, not the whole game because of the way the construction of how I like to keep the integrity of the defense. So these two guys will play almost every down. Jalen Thompson, going to be getting rid of him this season because I feel that I have safeties that are just sitting here wasting away. And they just progress really fast and we're able to play these roles. So they've been role players. So they've been getting action because of how I use multiple safeties on the field. But we, from, I'll show you how that works. So we got Jalen Thompson and then Buda Baker. Cassius Carr is going to come in and play my big nickel, and Copeland is looks like he's not playing, but he is playing in my slot. So this is how I get rotation. And let's get there though. Zay Cooper is going to be he's. I really don't know what to do, but he can break more tackles. That's why I put him there. And all right, so long snappers are not linemen, and we can only put tight ends. So, and here's a breakdown: my two pass catchers, and then he'll come in. Quick is my power. H1 or H2, H3. Power rusher, speed rusher, and then these are my dudes that I come in, and if I'm playing like a 3-3-4, these are the three dudes that are going to come in, which is my interior alignment. So I don't care what they do, pass rushing. They're going to play. I'll spread them, or I'll push them to one side and force the line to slide. And that's what I'll do. Is I like to show a lot of pressure one way and bring it the other way. But still trying to stay sound to the gap scheme, the gap integrity. Gonna run with Curtis Bolton, a free agent I picked up pretty quick. He can tackle, and he's pretty good in coverage, decent in coverage. Don't play a lot of three linebackers, usually two linebackers, and a safety, really. So there's going to be my nickel corner and my dime back. I'll let Taj come in for dime situations. Ricky is long and quick, but he's slow. You got to hide his speed somewhere. And he stays in the slot, and he will play zone coverage, and he can tackle. He's lengthy and he's quick. So we're going to put him out there in the slot and see how he does this year. I had him at strong safety last season because I played Buddha in the slot. Let's take a look at their roster, and we will get back to all right. I don't know why my headset keeps dying, man. Really making me upset. All right, so there we go. And then we got Edward Solaire, quick, and he can change directions on a dime. So we're gonna have to be really smart and slow play a lot of when we scrape across. And then Nicole Hardman, we just got to keep everything in front, man. Play cover two, and always have two deep. And because I'm not really afraid of Travis Kelce, he can still run and catch, but he's not what he was. So I'm not really tripping on that. So I'm gonna play those three safeties to give that help underneath. The center, it's gonna be a big game for Spearman for us. We're gonna isolate that center. Is what we're doing. And they are talented, super talented, and quick. So I've seen all this. Let me get back here. And there's that. And then there we go. All right, it's been a while since that streamed. So I'm not gonna start scouting yet. I'm gonna take a look here in a moment. But let's get into our first game of the season. Oh no! No! What the fuck did I do? What the fuck did I do? What the fuck, man? Fuck, man. God damn it. Well, all right, so we're on to week 2. It fucking happened. We lost. I'm not even looking at it. So we're 0-1. I'm so embarrassed. That's so embarrassing. I'm sorry. All right, so I haven't even looked at this. I'll come back. I know I can come back and change that. Damn, we got smoked too. Wasn't even just a little bit. And I hate playing it. I hate playing. I hate it. I hate playing the Niners. I needed a warm-up game. Thank God. They blitz every time. All right, so no, we're going for the quarterback because I'm angry. It's my own fault. But I think for sure I know that my game plan that I want my coaches to do still works because of their roster. That dude's some power. Run bug gets run bug. There we go. Alright. He's my deep threat, so I want him to keep building his repertoire. Deep route, there we go. Alright, so and then let's get in here and let's do some just some practice. And I'll just come in here and I like to keep it on the left hash because most of my formations are strong right, so, and I like to throw to the right side. Right. Ogden might be too. Odin, sorry. He might be too fast to be there. So let's work that. He was my number 2 last year, and it was good because he's quick to come across. So give Dempsey a try. That's one of my favorite combinations in the whole game. Is a double fade. There's a fade, and then a streak or seam, and then an under. Oh yeah, that's so much better. Oh, that's so much better. And then that's perfect. See that? You're gonna be unstoppable if that's. That needs to be thrown outside. Come on now. It's late. All right, so I think I'm ready. Let's get into it. I want them to wear their... All right. And I think
of the National Football League, and we've got a showdown in the NFC West. It's the 49ers and the reigning Super Bowl champs, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
There we go. We're gonna get it there. We're gonna get it all figured out. All right, so we do want to open with a statement. We did lose to Kansas City. That was my fault. We do want to control the ball in the game and shorten it, and we really doesn't change anything. That's what we want to do. That's what we're gonna do. So let's sit back, relax, and let's get into it. Gotta protect, slow down that guy for sure. That's gonna be difficult. So let's get in there. Let's take it, and
they haven't been there of late, so maybe that means we'll see them shake things up a little bit. Some touch passes, some draw plays, anything to try and gain a little bit of momentum.
all right.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Fielded just outside the line.
Why did he come back?
And he will make it to the 20-yard line. And no
all right, so let's take a look at their offense.
For the 49ers. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it. He was eager to get right back out and do it again, so I think we'll see him try to test his secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
All right, so added a couple formations, but I'm gonna stay what I know is true and come out.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
Rally.
It's a short one here.
Oh shit. So that tie, I forgot. That's the number 1 pick, my first year pick, Terrence Gilmore.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy
So we need to
space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not
double
this
him.
guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
There we go, Spearman.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Oh no.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And out across midfield, down to the 45.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, You enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was
stay
coming
home.
from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
All right.
There's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back to Sermon on first down.
There we go.
Up of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The numbers for Sermon in last week's game: 13 carries, 74 yards, and a touchdown.
That's a good start to the season. They got the win, and they were able to establish a good running game. Nothing that just blew people away, but a nice solid base to get things started. And they expect that to get
That's me. I was
like,
like, oh, and I missed a tackle.
Touchdown! George Kittle, his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
Good play. Good play.
The Niners have taken the early lead. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, out of my way, and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. Now the try here for the one after. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. So that
I haven't played live in a while.
And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown.
Let's get in it.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
All right,
the Cardinals
Kyler.
now getting set to go offensively, and it'll be the dual-threat quarterback Kyler Murray leading the way.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
No gain on the play there, second down.
Let's get it.
Well, this defense for the Niners, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape, because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for them to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for them to escape the pocket and run.
All right, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to bring trips.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown.
All right, so
there to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line.
And they are
bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
I really don't.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the pass.
Murray now.
And a run. Oh, I had pockets. Fuck.
Murray has the first down and more. And he'll be out of bounds.
Fuck. I had it too.
Now those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right.
I see the wheels.
Good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
Those are going to be fast. They're going to be
Niner territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41 from the gun. He'll hand this off. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling, and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield.
I am going to try to
offensive lineman said, "Are you
edge right
kidding?
here.
We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And the catch made by Hopkins. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
I'm still want that edge. There we go. I got it. Actually.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Go, let's go! Come on, boy!
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like
I had Parker.
right now for them.
So it looks like they're not keeping up with it. Really don't need to go into they're not. I could run mesh. Mesh is gonna work, and check long first. Coming back to Odin.
To throw again on 2nd
There,
down.
but
Murray.
cleared out.
That's complete once again to Hopkins. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence
All right, so
jumps up.
no, there's going to be
Everyone's
pressure.
easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing,
All right, it's late.
"Let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well."
Now a 3rd down
That's
throw,
me.
but it
It's all
misses
me.
the target, incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on
Wow.
3rd down.
I want points.
And bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there, because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things, because if you don't score, you potentially open the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Taking
All right.
about the 1. And a nice job
All right,
there
good
on
job, bro.
special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their 2nd drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra.
No, you got.
Caught at the 30. And he makes it all the way down to the 31.
Let's go.
A big play there for the Niners. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And what was amazing to me was the fact he was able to get as much on the ball as he did, because he was on the run. Normally, when you're on the move like that, you don't expect the ball to
That's
go that
ridiculous.
far. You would think you need your
That really
lower
is.
body to be involved. That was an all-arm throw.
Shotgun now for Lance. Completes it to the tight end,
That
Kittle.
far.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain
Big nickel.
nonetheless.
On 2nd down, it's Sermon. They give him about 3 as he gets
All right,
it down
end
to
of 1.
22-yard
We're
line.
good. Still a lot of
After
football
run,
left.
7-3 the score on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a third down coming up.
So I'm going to bring that pressure.
Lance now to throw. Completes it to Samuel. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Last time I played them, they put up all 400 and something passing yards. I can't stop their passing game.
Now Lance. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the 49ers add on to their lead. This offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want.
We just got to answer now.
You want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Point after, right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past.
All right, so we know what we need to do. We know we just need to put the ball in the end zone right now.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start out here with the option left. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
I want him to keep taking hits.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation.
So this is either going to be a touchdown or...
A lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you
so
out.
I'm working I'm working my Y to my H.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. It got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time through the air.
And so let me, what I'm attacking here is that guy right there. Because their formation here, the void is in the center of the defense. And I know that this guy's going to have trouble getting to anything thrown in over here if he crashes, and this guy's gonna have trouble getting to anything thrown if this guy fails. So I know if he's in, I got a quick seam right. I'm trying to make it. I'll have a quick. This is my hole right here. I want the ball to be right there. If it's cover 2, because it's gonna be on the line. Probably put it in side of him because I don't know what number that dude is. 16. I gotta change that. Can't be Joe Montana's number. Bitch is retired. So if 16 drops out, I know. I see that it's a cover 2 invert. All right. I'm gonna keep him in trips. I know that.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Muff. Mug, double mug, not double mug.
To throw is Murray. And throw right side complete to Parker. 7 yards the pickup there.
When you see zone defense, you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call. You got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Right.
2nd down and 3. Murray going to throw.
That's the window they give me. That's what I'm starting.
Before he crosses over out of bounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. On 2nd down now. It's long.
Lord.
And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Take a pick.
Throwing now is Murray. Throw left side. Complete.
Oh, come on.
That's Hopkins. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They're going for it. Hits Murray. Out to his left. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here.
I could have ran it in. I didn't want him to take any additional hits. Really want to keep their offense.
His second read wasn't there, but he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score.
It came out in a screen.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Extra point forthcoming.
All right, sorry.
That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. That time a 9-play drive, and it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
All right, so we really need our defense to come through here. So I'm gonna return to like a cover 2.
And I'll guarantee you he hasn't forgotten about it at all because
Insane, because I have a feeling they're gonna try.
And make those deep passes come true. I mean, it's just been beautiful for them to do. But guess what?
Here I'm going to bring pressure.
Offense set to get this drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Working from the gun, Lance. Being chased out left.
All right, we need to contain, guys. We need to get home.
Both the pass and the run game, he's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. A play fake for Sermon.
I didn't.
Rolling to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end.
Come on, guys. Gotta stay home.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Throwing now is Lance. Escaping the pressure right. And Lance will have the
what is going on
as
here?
He's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Sermon now on 1st and 10.
There we go. I'm gonna say that's mine.
And well, he hasn't made much of an
gonna
impact
force
in the
him all.
running game
It's gonna
thus
force
far,
him.
and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Come on, Parker.
Lance's throw taken in by Samuel.
Winners.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 39. Lance, a give now to Sermon. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively,
all right, so this is what I'm talking about.
Because you didn't let it turn into a bigger
here.
run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. That's complete to Marlon Mack.
What is going on, guys?
First down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
There we go.
They'll run the screen with Mack. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Now Lance again. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
All right,
The
so
49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Eluding the pressure right. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Trey Lance with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
The point after is good, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
all right.
Cooper on the return. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid,
let's do it.
and he's dropped at the 18.
It's not over. We're not out of it. Let's come
Well,
out.
the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, Murray.
Nice.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And
All right.
he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs.
All right, so I'm going to try to get him back to split safety look.
Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Figures. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. Garland. 57. Mike, 57. Hey, let's get that ball. Boys.
Oh.
From the 27, Murray. Hopkins on the grab over the middle.
All right, so I'll do that all day. Do that all day.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Let's go, baby. Need turnover. Get that ball. Get that ball. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Looking
Oh,
left side, and he's got him in.
there.
That's long. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Get it out. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking.
57's the mic.
Looking to throw again on second down. Murray flush to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to touchdown, Cardinals.
As the first half is winding down, and the Cardinals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done.
Shit. Fuck.
Not no good. He missed it. Missed the PAT, and this will remain a 5-point game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission.
Well, indeed, try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup.
Hopefully they nail it.
Down.
Go. Halftime.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll start up in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle. And it's the Seahawks who have the lead as those two teams approach halftime. The Seahawks, losers last week, they need to pull one back at home to avoid falling to 0-2. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see they trail the visiting Buffalo Bills in that ball game. Josh Allen has thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting L.A. Rams. Daniel Jones, 3 touchdown passes as his guys moved to 2-0 on the young season. We continue on with a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Niners. And they've definitely been able to exploit some holes in that opposing secondary, as they threw for close to 200 yards in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these 2 teams really threw the ball at will in that first half. Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to
running, back to running,
Stadium.
and
for the call, let's head back out
I'm
to
going to
Glendale
stop their
and head
run.
over
Actually,
to Brandon Gaudin.
continue to scramble.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make
That's
some changes.
what we're gonna
in what's
do.
been a closely fought battle to this point. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well, as we are back and started in the second half. And no chance to get away. as they'll
Good
get
coverage.
it
Let's
at
go.
the 17-yard line.
They got something for that ass, though.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Yep. And Buren ain't even started.
Second and 8. On play action, it's Murray. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone.
I don't think I ran a trap on
and
those.
was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Good.
On
Yeah.
first down. It's long. And it maneuvers
Traps
way
there.
forward for about 4. Second and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
On second down, here's a keeper by the keeper.
Oh, Jesus.
Looking for a cutback lane, but
So
nothing there as
fast.
he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Shotgun now for Murray. He finds his man, complete. It's long. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 36.
All right, so the slot dude should be
Play
open.
fake. Murray.
Not there.
Wide
That kick
open
down.
receiver complete.
Had a
And
kid.
wind up getting this one
Go.
all the way down inside the 20.
See, there's no reason. There was no reason to panic. Now, if I turn the ball over here,
Just works his
yes.
way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And he'll get
Keep
7
working,
yards
Humphries.
from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Hey.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady game.
I'm odds all day.
Here's Murray, a quick throw complete. Not much there, only a yard. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Cook. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 2. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run.
All right. We're up 2. Maybe should have gone for 2, but then we're only up 1.
Taking it about the 1.
Gotta break down, French.
Special teams coverage as they bring him
Gotta break down.
Just outside of the 15.
Doing pretty well though.
Here's a look at the 49ers.
Just need to
offense
come
as
out
they
and
make
stop
their
them,
way
right?
out for their first possession of the second half. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And they'll run with
I overran it.
Oh,
Then I
some breathing room. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, 49ers.
fuck, man.
Trey Sermon, 84 yards. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. Now, that deserves a couple exclamation points.
That was all my fault. That was all me, dude.
What was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to it. That's not how football works. But he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the Arizona offense about set to take over.
Not
good day for him
changing
so far
anything.
here in the third quarter. He's hit
Running.
pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that,
That's
the
heartbreaking.
big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot, It fell incomplete.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. All day, just like that, just like that.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Rolling to his left. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
57's the mic, watch 57. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Easy, easy, easy.
Murray now to throw. He finds his man, complete.
All right, so I like that formation.
And he's going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
57, Mike 57. Whoa. You're not ready. Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Hey. 57, Mike 57. Here we go, G.
Now Murray again. And the catch made by Hopkins. And they're able to work this
Let's
to
go.
25 before it's all said and done.
I love the drive they're working on here, because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
They'll run on first down. Cook. And not much
That's
of a
my
hole
fault.
there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard
I should
line.
have called.
Just a yard on the
I knew
first
that play
down
wasn't
carry,
a
so
word.
it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great
shut it
job
down.
there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
So is
On 2nd and 9, Murray. Throw left side, complete. That's long. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short game.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hopkins. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this
let's
drive with
put
6
this in right
points.
here. 11 for
That last
154.
reception puts
What
him
the
over
fuck?
150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now
That's
it's
not
just
intentional.
execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels. Got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy? And what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Oh, yeah.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. This is caught. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run this one in. And he will get
So my linemen, my interior guys are better than their interior.
2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cardinals have once again.
I know at least I'll get some type of push.
He's giving him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there. But
So I'll welcome running into that all.
Jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. The extra point up and good. And the is now 2. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Come on, Bo. Get there.
Taken at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the
We need to
15.
stop him here. We need to.
The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
But hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper
I missed that.
And we'll see how determined they are. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert.
Need to get ahead.
It's
I'm
been
gonna
a good
stop
one
so
so
I
far.
can
Just a 2-point
get back
game
to
here
some
as we
balance.
get set for quarter number 4. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 2nd and inches, Lance. And Kittle catching the slant. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Here's a throw to his running back.
Nice.
It's complete. And he'll take it down
17 to
17
17.
at the 46. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's a 2nd down. Lance looking to throw it. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. He'll get this one down near the 20.
Yeah, I'd boo too, man.
Shy of the 20.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
From the gun, Sermon. Oh, no.
Oh, there we go.
That's the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And this
Hopefully
return
it
is going to
stands.
be halted right around the 28-yard line. But he has been a... And now, as with every potential...
After review of the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. To the right side, this is Sermon. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the 1st down at the Cardinals' 13-yard line. 119 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking.
Good form.
But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. Dumps this one off to Mack. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Fuck, man.
Trey Lance, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Extra point up and through. And the lead is up to 5. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was Trey Lance taking it in himself to cap the drive with a touchdown run. Cooper on the return.
So we just need to have a solid drive. That's all we need. Solid.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the
7-minute drive.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Ready? 57's the mic. Watch. Buzz. I'm coming after you.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here.
All right, so what I'm just going to have to...
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Murray.
I covered it.
It's complete to Hopkins.
Just put the
and he's going to get this one across the 30-yard
darn,
line.
man. I'm gonna take Hopkins out. I don't want him to keep. Can't take him all the way out. Actually, can. I don't want to have unrealistic shit, man.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come
I don't.
open, puts
Because
it
if
right
I
out, and they pick up a first down.
So what happens if leave him at the position? He'll still. It means I have to avoid certain plays that go to Hopkins. To the, not Hopkins. Goes to that position. Plays that go specifically for Z. Offense for Z. I have to take that away. Drives aren't
out of the gun. And this is going to be
organic.
Cardinals first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. Kill.
They'll keep it on the ground. Long. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
57's the mic. 57's the mic.
On 2nd down, it's Long, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 52 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Stay with your man.
On 1st down, it's Cook, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 12-yard line.
Let's get it. Come on.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Stadium music is loud as fuck.
57's the mic. 57's
Keep the
check. 36.
bring him over.
I got it.
Yeah, buddy.
They'll run on first down. Long. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
Not
2
rushing.
yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really
All right,
fast.
so
Let the clock wind down.
Dempsey's been grinding for me for the past couple of years.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Doing a lot of dirty work. Doesn't have a touchdown to date. I believe he may have one. Want to reward him right here.
Now Murray. And a quick throw
Route.
here, that's complete.
Good play.
Touchdown, Cardinals.
And it's all done by that setup. And
And the Cardinals
double slant.
in the lead here in the
been running the ball well.
Well, we know
And it's
someone
gonna
just
get
added
there
to his
all day,
touchdown passing total,
every day.
but all he did was get the
That's
ball quickly to his
what we're
tight
gonna
end
do.
and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
That's awesome. Now, want to kind of do the same type of play, but to Odin.
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference.
To make it at least
They can
3.
lead it by 3. Back
Shit.
to throw. Murray. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they up their lead to 3. So they make the decision that
Wow.
a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is
So just wow. What I saw was a pressure as I spun. And normally this would be cheese. Like I would say it's cheese. And I wouldn't throw it away if it wasn't for he has that peak right there. The peak, and he sees pressure from the backers are coming, and he sees the edge. So he knows, oh, fuck. In real life, he's like, oh, shit. Boom. And then this back is alerting him, oh, got to do it now. Boom. It's
the other team chase you.
but that doesn't work, and that doesn't happen without him being a 99 overall. Honestly, because his throwing release is so quick, so much quicker. Throwing power, the ball gets there that much faster. It's really nice. So now we just got to put together a good drive.
They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue
I'm running
themselves
5
late
safeties.
as they come up on first down.
Was I guess I'm running.
They'll look to throw. They'll find Ayuk open
play.
right side.
Good
And
play.
they get him down, but not before he takes it across the
2.
40-yard line. Back to throw.
Go.
Steps away to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Counting down to 30 seconds remaining. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right
I'm
at
gonna
the
go
32nd
right to
mark
dime.
of this fourth quarter.
Actually, I'm going to be playing. Since I'm going to be playing zone, I'm going to put Hitchens back in because he's a better zone corner. If my recollection is 74. Yeah, that's probably why we've been shitty, man.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. That's complete out left to Ayuk. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. A give for Sermon running right. And a short gain down to about the 33. Lance trying to urge his offense to go quickly.
Get home.
They'll leave that underneath to Sermon. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. The 49ers are going to turn over the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. This to potentially send us to overtime. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. The 49ers are going to turn over the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. This to potentially send us. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
You gotta be able to execute that one. I don't care what they design on the other side about trying to block the kick. That should be 3 points on the board. Yeah, we've talked about it before. If you're out at 55, 60 yards,
yeah.
Trajectory from here, you get that thing up. This should be 3.
Yeah, there's nothing routine in football, but this one really almost should be. Snap, hold, kick, ball
Fuck
through the post. Didn't happen that way.
So it's a win here.
That was pretty dope, man.
And they were
really good.
By a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Cards, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they will hit the road next week.
Trey Lance went for 100%.
Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to LA to take on the Rams.
Trying to get it. That's crazy, man. That's really crazy, actually. That's pretty crazy. I don't care. I hate that. Alright, so let's look at what we did and if we met our goal. Wasn't really a statement. The statement is we suck on defense. Fucking sucked on defense. We went with two. Had how to on our stats. That's all right. So it's just like the music was starting to annoy me. So I know I didn't check everything. I'll do it outside here on the box score. We did not meet our goals rushing at all. Receiving though, we were almost spot on. And receptions, just need to get the yardage right. And this is where we need to fucking come together. I need to change that right now so I don't fucking forget. I don't play that much, man. I can't be having scrubs out there. I can't play zone.
Welcome to Allstate, where your savings are always on the right track, and where we still love when those auto rates drop, because when they do, that's some really good energy. Love when the extra savings hit, don't you? Allstate. Here, better protection costs a whole lot less. You're in good hands with Allstate. Click, call, or visit allstate.com to save today.
Allstate and affiliates offer products and services subject to availability, terms, and conditions.
Right, so did pretty good. Just defense, man. So you know, it is what it is. So we know we're gonna need a right end this year, this off season. We know we're gonna need a corner. Tired of that. I'm really tired of that mediocre corner play, and I want a zone corner. So my first pick will be someone in the secondary. I'm also going to make a change and move. So I wanted to, I felt I made a change that was totally inaccurate. Totally, not inaccurate. Well, it didn't work. He played right in last season. Really where he should be playing, not where he was playing this last game. I drafted him at 4 right end. Back end. Left end. Let him stay more, you know. And I'm rostering on depth chart. All right. Okay, I can still change it. And who's in the West? So this guy is a corner. So let's take a look at. I locked him, didn't I? I did. Fuck. Shit. Did that because I fucked up. I hope to God there's some little linebackers there. Oh my God. It's so horrible. So let's see who's here. As our corners. Not really. Two. Sure, anyways, I go with corner. I need to know everything about. I want to know everything about it. So let's take a look at all the corners. Oh my gosh. Okay, so he's. Alright, so I can work with that. Let's see what they got. Good speed, they're long. Alright, so I can fuck with that. I'm just going with what they are. These have someone. There we go. One. It's northeast. Yeah. All right, so I'll be right back. Sorry about that. My heat turned on. I was like, why am I sweating? This is fucking crazy. So there we go. All right, so I got that set up. I'm not gonna get into scouting right now. Ready to advance, and we play the football team next week. And we will check it all out. So, what I'm gonna do is I will more than likely be on a little bit later, but not certain. Really sucks that I don't have gameplay footage for week 1 because I accidentally simmed it at the beginning of this of the stream. But what I will say is glad we got into week 2, and we're going to be in week 3 where we can start formulating our plan for the future and how we're going to combat all the losses that we're going to take this season. Do have quite a bit of picks, and when I say quite a bit of picks, I have 2 2s and 2 4s. Everything else is normal, but we don't hoard picks in this league. So what I'm thinking about doing is moving to moving up somewhere in the draft, and using the capital that I have to trade with a team that doesn't have that many picks, or needs more talent. And from what I've seen, the evidence is these teams that are pretty crappy, to say the least, they stay crappy because they don't have draft picks, because they draft shitty, or they trade for shiny toys and then they don't re-sign that player. So what I look for is when I stay here at night and waiting for the league to push, is I look for teams that need some help, if I can help them, or try to get some of the computer teams caught up, like the Seahawks. They had a lot of picks last year, and they have already improved from what I've seen. So it's just little things, so we're 1-1. Feels pretty good. I don't feel good about my defense. I don't think we're in a good spot, but still trying to figure out personnel this year and the best fit for them, because I neglected the corner spot for so long, because the front, the game starts is won and lost up front. So I've been working on my front so I can have the freedom to do whatever I want in the back end. But that's it for